Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. My name is Danielle Howell, and welcome to this broadcast. I'm just trying to make sure everything is fine here. I'm going to enable the chat. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, the chat is live here. So if you need to speak with me in the chat, all you have to do is just chat some things down. Let me just make sure. So I look a little up in the air. Let me just, okay. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. Okay, so like I said, my name is Danielle Howell. If you're on this webcast, that means that you're on my email list, right? You've gotten an email from me telling you that I'm going to reveal some things to you about my online business. Now, I'm an online marketer. I'm an online marketing entrepreneur. And what does that mean? That means that I market products online. I don't have to chase my friends and family. I don't have to, let me just enable the chat. I'm sorry, I closed it out. I don't have to chase my friends and family. I don't have to ask anybody to buy any products. I don't have to do anything. What I have here is a system, and the system allows me to market to people without me being in the way. All right. So, maybe you guys are used to traditional network marketing, which I think a lot of us are. I was in traditional network marketing. I'm just trying. I'm messing with this thing here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see if you guys can chat with me if you need to. I was in traditional network marketing over 15 years ago. I started out in Herbalife, right? I started out as an Herbalife distributor. And how did I find that? I found that because somebody put a flyer. I believe I found it on a light post on a flyer 15 years ago. Now I had just had my son, and so I was about 35 pounds overweight. I'm sure you ladies can relate. I was about 35 pounds overweight, and I saw this flyer, and the flyer said, "Lose weight now, ask me how." Now, if anybody's in Herbalife, I'm pretty sure you know that little lingo that they use. And, that kind of sparked my interest. It said, "Lose weight now, ask me how." And it also said that I could earn some extra money from home. So I said, wow, I think it actually said earn an extra $500 a month. I think that's what it said. Now, at the time, I had just went back to work because, like I said, I had just had my son. I was working as an administrative assistant in an insurance company, sitting behind a desk all day. We were in a basement. I mean, it was a pretty nice building, but we were in the basement of the building. And, I had my son, right? But I was overweight. So I went home that day when I found this flyer. I went home and I called the number. I called the number on the back of this flyer, and it was a lady on the other end. And, and I told her I found this flyer, and she introduced herself. And then I heard that there was another person on the line. So, obviously it was a three-way call sort of thing. And I'm sure you guys in network marketing, if you are in network marketing, or if you've been in network marketing, you know about the infamous three-way call, right? So you have a rep, and maybe the person that I called, she wasn't too familiar with the business. So, but she was marketing. She put her flyer out there and I found it. But obviously she wasn't too familiar with the business. So when I called I called the person on the line, they called me back, and it was a three-way call. So I sat in my bathroom, right? I remember this as if it was yesterday, even though it was over 15 years ago. I sat in my bathroom and I was excited. I was excited because, first of all, I needed to lose weight. I just had my son. I needed to lose weight, and I was excited about the fact that I could make an extra $500 a month, right? So this lady started telling me all the things that I needed to do. She said that I needed to get some products. I needed to drink these shakes every day, take these pills, but they weren't allowed to be called pills. They were called tablets, right? I was to take these things 3 times a day. And if I wanted to lose weight, this is how it would happen. So, I placed my order, right? I think the order was about maybe almost $200. And I placed my order. At the time, I didn't really have a lot of money because I was working a job, right? J-O-B, just over broke. I was working a job, just had my my son. And I didn't have a lot of money, but I was excited. I was excited about the possibility of losing weight and possibly offering this opportunity to other people. I was excited. So, about a week later, I got my products in the mail. I opened up my product. I was happy. Started drinking my shakes, started taking my tablets. I had the little box there that put all my tablets in for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I had the whole week down. And, so I was excited. I started drinking my shakes and the pounds started to come off. They really did. I lost 35 pounds. I lost that extra weight that I was, that I wanted to lose. So I started telling everybody. My sponsor said, you know what? You have to have shake parties. You have to do this every weekend. You need to have people over your house. You just need to put out these flyers. So I used to be outside all hours of the night, putting out flyers. I used to go to Kinko's, make thousands of flyers. I'm not exaggerating. I used to make thousands of flyers in yellow because I heard that yellow was like the color to help people make a decision, right? So even back then I learned about colors and how certain colors help buying decisions. So they said, make these flyers on yellow. I used to make these things called hot pockets, where I would have to fold the little flyers inside of a little envelope that I handmade. I had my sister helping me. I had her boyfriend. We were just all over Queens. I live in New York, in Queens. I was all over the place putting out these flyers and hot pockets. And I was at my job. I would go in the stalls in the bathroom. I would put them on the back of the stalls. So I'm telling you all this, guys. I'm telling you all of this to tell you that I was excited. I was excited about my business, right? I was excited. I didn't even know anything about business. I had never been in a business before. I had no clue. All I knew was that I was losing weight and I had more energy. And that was enough to fuel me to start doing the things that my sponsor told me to do. So I started handing out invitations, having shake parties, and inviting everybody that I knew. I would go down the list in my address book, because back then, things were mostly manual, right? I had an address book from A to Z. Go through everyone. I would print out nice address labels for people so that they would come to my party. Send out about 50. About probably even 100. And guess how many people would show up? Guess how many people would show up? I would have maybe 5 people. I would send out flyers after flyers, invitations after invitations, and I would have maybe 5 people show up. And I used to get a lot of phone calls. Oh, Danielle, I'm sorry, I was going to come, but, yada, yada, yada happened. This one got married. This one died. This one had a baby. I used to get all kinds of excuses, so I would say, well, I have these products. Do you want to try it? Yeah. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Yeah. Can you send me a sample? That was another thing. Can you send me a sample? I'm like, and then I started having to buy samples. I'm like, oh my gosh. I found myself spending so much money buying samples, giving samples away, having shake parties, having hors d'oeuvres, because you can't have a party without some hors d'oeuvres, right? I used to have little, glasses of wine, trying to make it really presentable for people. For when they came to my home, I would open it up so that they could have an experience and buy from me, right? That was my intention. That was my intention. But how many people can buy from you if only 5 people are showing up, right? You send out hundreds of invitations, 5 people show up. I would have about 3 people buy from me, about 3, right? So, I did this. I did this week after week, month after month, handing out flyers. One time the cops chased me out of the parking lot in the supermarket parking lot, because apparently putting flyers on cars is illegal. So don't do it. If your sponsor's telling you to do it, don't do that. It's illegal. And I did this. I even rented out spaces. My kids, my daughters would, they had dance classes, and I would rent out the dance studio so that I could have shake parties. I remember one time I did it, only one person showed up. And guess who that one person was? My sister-in-law. And I spent over $350 just to rent out this space. And only my sister-in-law showed up. And it was in the middle of a blizzard. There was a blizzard happening. So I just say all this to tell you this. Network marketing, if you love it, either you love it or you hate it, right? Either you love it or you hate it. I myself got burnt out. I got burnt out from doing all those things, running around, going to people's homes. They didn't have the money to buy, or they told me that they needed to wait, or they had to ask their husband or their wife. And it was just brutal. It was brutal. And on top of that, I still was at my job, right? So I'm at work, then I'm trying to do this after work and on the weekends, and I have my kids to take care of. And I know some of you are probably have been there. And that's why I tell the story, because I know there are people in this situation. I talk to you every single day. I talk to people every single day with the same situation. Or you're in a deal, right? You're in a deal right now, but you're not doing anything. You're not making any sales. You're not signing up people. At least I did make some sales because I used to be in my church. I mean, I was relentless. I even started a whole ministry at my church, right? So I was relentless. So in network marketing, you have to be relentless. If you're not relentless in network marketing, you're not going to make it. You're not. If you just sitting, home hoping that the phone will ring for you and someone will ask you for your products, you are kidding yourself, because in network marketing, you have to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out on Front Street, and you have to talk to everybody everybody. The person that is standing within 6 feet of you, you have to speak to that person, because if you don't, you're missing an opportunity. And I know that's what they tell us, that because I've been told that. That's how I know that. Right? You got to write down everybody 300, 500. Then they'll keep saying, more people, more, keep writing. I've been at those seminars. I've been at the Super Saturdays. I've been there, right? So if you're a network marketer watching this, you know that I'm not making this up. So you know that I've been in network marketing for a long time, right? But what happens with that? Like I said, if you're not relentless, if you're not willing to sacrifice practically your life for $1, then network marketing is not for you. Right? It's not for you. And it was but so long that I could do it. My husband kept telling me, he's like, you're crazy. Stop it. Like, what are you doing? You're all over the place. And meanwhile, we're here and, everything is just a mess. I had small children. So I was just burning myself out, and I felt it. And then I got sick, right? I was burning myself out so much through my network marketing company. And I've never told anybody this ever before. So you guys, promise you won't tell anybody, but it doesn't matter. But I burnt myself out so much that I had a miscarriage while I was trying to run my network marketing business. I was running myself ragged. I didn't even know that I was pregnant at the time until I went to the hospital, and lo and behold, I had a miscarriage, right? But that's what happened to me from trying to build a ground up network marketing business. You have to be all over the place. You have to really and truly be a workhorse that has no life and not really care about your life in order to build a tremendous organization if you don't know anything about the internet. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. So, I started out this by telling you guys my story because it's a story that is impactful, and it's something that I went through and it's something that I probably had to go through in order to find where I am today. And I was talking to somebody last night, a new person that just signed up on my team. And I was telling her, because she's been in a few deals, and I tell this to a lot of people, but we were up late last night. I told her, and I don't know if she's on this webinar, but I said, I usually don't be up this late talking to people. Like, I usually shut my business down by 10 o'clock because I have a life, right? But it was something about her, and we were kind of playing phone tag, and I've been away for a while. So I said, okay, I'm going to give you this time, but you better sign up, right? You better sign up. You better get started, because I'm not just sitting here to talk for my health. I wanted to really help her, and I really wanted her to see that where she's been in all her network marketing career has brought her to where she is now. And of course, she signed up, and I'm going to talk to her later. But what I'm telling you guys to tell you this, that sometimes we feel that businesses don't work. We feel that, oh my God, like I could have said, oh, that business didn't work. It didn't work. I did everything I could and it didn't work. It's not that it didn't work. It did work. But I wasn't willing to do anymore. I was just done. I was burnt out. I was done. And come to find out, like the products that I thought was just so healthy, right? How could I have a miscarriage, right? How could I have a miscarriage? And by taking these products, and then my hair was getting really thin. I don't know. It was just something about those products. And I was taking everything they told me to take. I was taking them all. So, I don't want to bash the company. I don't want to bash them. So if you're in that company, I don't want to bash the company. But what I'm trying to say is this. Sometimes you think that your network marketing deal, the products are so awesome that you just lose sight of what's really going on. What's really going on is that you don't want the products, right? You don't want the products. You want what the products can do for you. So in my case, it's not that I wanted to take all those pills and drink all those shakes. It was just that I wanted to lose weight. And I wanted to do it, I guess, in a not so traditional way. I didn't feel like working out. Maybe that, if I would have went to the gym, I would have had better results instead of, losing a baby and having my hair fall out, right? Maybe, I'm sure there was a better way. There was a better way, right? And thank goodness I found a better way just after that. But, sometimes we're in network marketing and I hear a lot of people tell me, well, I love the products. I love them. All right, that's great. But do you love the products that much? So are you really hustling? Are you really out there making it happen to sell these products? Because if you were, you wouldn't be talking to me right now to help you. You wouldn't be here, right? If you love those products that much, then you wouldn't have any problem selling them. I'm telling you, because when I loved those products, I was relentless and I was selling products left and right. But when I fell out of love with those products, when my body started rejecting those products, I wasn't convinced of the products anymore. So guess what? I wasn't selling it anymore. And this is what we have to realize when we're in business. This is a business, right? Any business you're in, any company, it's a business. You can't fall in love with the products. You have to fall in love with what the products can do for you. You have to fall in love with the compensation plan. You have to fall in love with how this business can help you to help other people. That's what you have to fall in love with. I think we get very confused when we start in business and we think we have to, because they say become a product of the product, right? They kind of like brainwash us, right? They kind of brainwash us and says, become a product of the product. But no, how can you become a product of the product if you're not even convinced that the products really work? How can you? You just can't. Now you become a product of the product when you're convinced that the product's working. Like I told you, I was a product of the product until I saw that the products didn't work for me anymore. So I fell out of love with the products. Therefore, my marketing fell off. Therefore, I pulled back from it. Therefore, my success went down. So now there are a lot of people in network marketing. There's lots of network marketing companies. There are lots of businesses out there, but most of them and the big leaders that you see, right? The big leaders that you see of these companies, they have learned how to separate their emotions from the business. That's what I think a lot of amateur marketers are struggling with. You get emotionally tied. When you tell me I love the products, that's emotions. It's emotions. You can't love the products. You have to love your business. You have to love getting up every morning and helping people. Right? That's what you should love. So in our business, right, where I am, I'm an online marketer and I love it. It's not that I love, a computer, right? Do I love the computer? No, I'm not even computer savvy. I'm not computer savvy at all. Half the time, I can't even get my webinars to start on time. But I love being here, talking to you, telling my story, and just marketing online because it's so simple and it's so genuine that it's not even like working, right? Whereas with the network marketing company, I was all over town putting out flyers and hot pockets and making flyers and making business cards. I probably still got a stack of business cards in one of my drawers somewhere that, I don't even know what happened to them. But that's the difference between having an online business. We're all online anyway. We're online, so why not make money from it? It's different from having an online business as opposed to having a network marketing business where somebody's telling you, this is what you need. This is what you need. Now, we're all online anyway. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Tumblr. And what are the other ones? I don't know. We're on our phones, right? We're on our Android phones. We're always online. So when I found an online company that had products that not only you can use, but helps to advance you as a person. Not that you got to work out every day and drink these shakes and take these pills, but I'm talking about it helps to make you a person that is in advancement. It advances you as a person. The products that we have here, the products advances other marketers as business owners. We have products that keep you from going backwards in your mind. We have products that sabotages limiting beliefs, believe it or not. We have products that turn people from closed people to open, blossoming human beings. These are the products that we have. Not network marketing products. When you're drinking pills, taking pills and drinking shakes. We have products to transform people here. And not only do we have products that transform people, we have people here that has been transformed and are continuing to transform other people. So you're probably like, well, what kind of online business transform people? It's so much to the point where we have a business that we allow people to express themselves. And that business, that product is a blog, right? That's one of our products, is a blog. So when you think of a blog, sorry, I just want to take a sip of my coffee. When you think of a blog, what do you think of? You probably think of, to me, when I think of a blog, before I started blogging, I think of a food blog. I don't know why. I just think of food. I think of somebody that's blogging about food. But now my kids, they watch Dog with a Blog, right? Dogs got blogs now. They watch YouTube, right? These people have vlogs, right? So that's what we have here. We have a blogging system that allows us, that's one of our products, that allows us to blog about our passions, our pleasures, our fears, our triumphs, our successes, our defeats, our families, our business, our pleasure, everything. We have a blog that you can use to inspire other people. You see how I came out here and I told you about my network marketing experience? I blog about that, right? I never blogged about the miscarriage part, so that's something I need to blog about. But I blog about that, right? And that's what blogging helps to keep you interactive with other people. We have become a society where everything is just online. We are an online community. We talk to chat with people online. We're on Facebook. So how do you really know somebody? How do you get to really interact with somebody? Well, David Wood, who's the founder of this company, one of the founders, he designed a blog. I don't know if he designed it, but he came up with the concept of a blog. He made lots of money in a previous company, a network marketing company to be exact, because he was blogging about the products. Now, I wish I would have known that. I wouldn't have been all around Queens trying to put out flyers and making Hot Pockets. If I would have known about the internet, if I would have known about that there was a way that I could blog about my products and my services, as opposed to running around town and talking to everybody that I knew, maybe I wouldn't have gotten so burnt out, right? But even so, he did the same thing. He blogged about it, but guess what? Nobody else was blogging. So he didn't create a team that was duplicatable. It was just him making money and nobody else was. So he figured out a way with our company. He figured out a way where he could have this blog designed. I mean, and it's a monster of a blog. It's not just your typical WordPress blogspot.com blog. It's a monster blog that has all sorts of features that helps you to get your message all around the internet, right? All around the internet. So the blog that we have here, he designed this. I don't know if he designed it or he just had the concept and somebody that was technical designed it. They designed it so that we could duplicate, right? So when you come into this business, people say, well, what do you got to do? You got to blog, you got to do this, da, da, da. I get so many questions. Yeah, you got to blog, right? That's one of the things you got to do. Yeah, you got to blog. You got to blog. Why? Because blogging helps you to reach people. You could blog about whatever the heck you feel like. It doesn't matter. There's no specifics to what you want to blog about. I have people who are in network marketing companies. They blog about their network marketing products so that they can attract customers. And, that's what they blog about. And of course, I encourage them once they start building their downline to have them use a blog, our blog, so that they can continue that duplication, right? It's all about duplication. So he got this blog, and now all of a sudden people are blogging, and guess what's happening? They're making money. And a lot of people ask me, well, how do you make money from blogging? And you know what? When people ask me that, I just feel like you're overthinking it, because if you think about the fact that you Google something probably every day. I know I Google something just about every day. If I want to know something, if I want to find out something, if I'm not too sure about something, if I need an answer to a certain question, I Google it. And Google gives me the answer. How does Google know to give you an answer? Does Google have a brain? Is Google a person? Is Google the internet god? No. Google pulls people's what? Blog to the forefront for you when you Google something. So they pull blog posts, they pull websites, which are only authority websites now. Like if you're looking for something specific, you may, what Walmart may come up, or Amazon, so a big entity, right? And then right up underneath that is a person's personal or business blog. And it's usually one of ours, the Kalatu blog, because only our blog has the capabilities of having that relationship with the search engines. Because we are an authority blog, it has the relationship with Google, with Bing, with Yahoo, and all the other search engines. We have that relationship that is just unique to us because of the fact that David Wood put this blogging platform together, and there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of us on the same platform blogging. So Google automatically and Google's the biggest search engine in the world besides Facebook, right? People now are searching for things on Facebook, but guess what? We're there too. We're there too, right? You probably found me on Facebook or on Instagram, right? So, or on YouTube or on Google. I don't know where you found me. I'm all over Google, right? So because of my blog, my Facebook is on Google. My all of my social media sites is on Google. My pictures are because of my blog. So yes, yes, you have to blog when you get into this business. Why? Because you want people to find you. You want people to find that you are a business. It's so much different than network marketing, where you out there trying to, hello, you want some tea? Hello, you want some shakes? You want some pills? It's different than in network marketing, where you are chasing people down, literally chasing people down to buy your products, come to your shake or tea parties, and sign up with you. It's totally different. When we are online, we blog and we have certain links that we post out, and all we have to do is get traffic to those links, and which is the easy part, right? I get traffic every single day. That's not hard. The hard part is learning that you have to blog. And you don't have to blog 10,000 words. You blog up a few words. You blog a couple hundred words. You'd be surprised at how much you will blog when you blog about your passions. You'll be surprised. Like, I love helping moms. I talk to my moms and my mompreneurs, right? So I love to blog about mompreneur activities and how to stay balanced as a mom and a wife, and how to do the things that you need to do to work your business and fulfill your home at the same time, right? I love to do those things. You become like, a mini authority in your own right on the things that you want to do. Maybe you like to play the piano, right? You can have a how-to blog, how to play the piano, what the certain keys mean, what's your favorite tunes, and then you could just put a video on your blog with you playing that particular song. The possibilities in this business are endless. They're endless. And like I said, that's just one of our products, right? That's just one of our products. And we earn 100% commission when anybody buys our blog. We earn that commission. And our blog stems from $25 all the way up to $97. Right? $25 up to $97. And that is a one-time thing, and then you get 70% overtime every month recurring from that as a commission. So, we have, that's the lower end of our products, and we have products ranging up to $5,000. $5,000. You're probably like, oh my gosh, $5,000. Yeah, it's a high ticket product, right? It's a high ticket product. That means that you are ready to really, truly build a business. We have business builders coming in who want to build a business, and they want to make money. They want to make $5,000 a pop. They don't want to just have $25 blogs. They're going to have the $25 blog because we all blog in this community, but they also want to earn $3,000 commissions, $4,000 commissions, right? They want to earn higher commissions because what? Either you could go fast in this business or you can go slow. But the beauty about it is you can go at your own pace. You can do whatever you want. It's your business. If you just want to make a couple extra $100 a month, that's up to you. But if you want to make a few $1,000s a month where you can quit your job and stay home, you see your income. I got to say the income disclaimer, which is www.empowernetwork.com/income. If you want to, stay home with your children, or, you've had that dream of just walking away from that job. I used to be a New York City school teacher. I was a special education teacher, and I've walked away from that job. I'm doing this full time. So that's up to you. That's up to you if you want to go fast or you want to go slow. I prefer to go fast. That's just me. I like to make money, and I want my family to be comfortable, right? I want to pull my weight as a wife. I want to pull my weight as a mother, and I want my children to know that anything is possible. And that's what I talk to all of my team members. I tell them that anything in this business is possible, but you have to believe that you can do it. I get a lot of people coming in. They say, well, I don't know what do I have to do? And how much is it every month? And what exactly do I have to do? I don't know. Then if you don't know, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in our community, right? Like if you were to sign up right now, you can go right here to workwithdaniellekHowell.net. That's our $17 starting fee, www.workwithdaniellekHowell.net. That will bring you straight to our $17 page. And right there, you will get our blog, you will get our basic blogging platform with the affiliate, which means that now you have access to the links that you can promote for $17 and others. We have others. You'll be able to promote we have a $47 one, we have 17, we have 7, we have 1, we can even get in for $1, right? There's so many different ways to get in. But that means that you are ready to start a business from home, and you're ready to start a business from home. So it's so great that you don't have to put a lot of money out in the beginning, right? You don't have to do that. You come in, see what our community is about. You'll be working directly with me, but we have a system. So it's not like you need me all day long. We have a system, and it's designed to help new people. It's designed. You go straight through the beginnings process, and it'll take you straight through to exactly what you need to do, right? Exactly. Step by step by step. We even have live coaches in our system that you can speak to, that they can talk to you, and that they will help you step by step by step to help you build a profitable business. This system is designed to get you into profit within the first 72 hours. That's what it's designed to do. Now, will most people get into profit in the 72 hours? Probably not. Why? Because they'll probably make excuses and say, well, I didn't have time to go through the training. And then when I have my webinars, because I have my new members webinars, as you can see, my calendar is pretty full back here. I was away, right? I have my new member webinars, and, people get on, people don't get on. Well, where were you? I don't know. Well, I had to work. Well, and I really work with people. If you can't get on, I give you alternate times. Like I said, I was on the phone with somebody last night up until after 11. I never do that. So, the community here is just opening and welcoming to new people as well as existing members. And there is no excuse not to succeed in this business. There's just no excuse. Everything is online, and everything is pretty much done for you. All you have to do is blog and drive traffic to a link. That's it. That's it. You don't have tangible products. You don't have to have any tea parties. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just blog and you drive traffic to a link. Our blog even tells you how to blog. It teaches you. It's like it does everything except talk. Well, we do have some talk. We have some talking tutorials. We have Travis Regan back there telling you exactly what to do. So, there are so many people that have so many excuses for not changing their lives. And I believe that there's no excuse. There's no excuse right now for people not to change their lives with the home-based business, especially this one. I don't know about network marketing, because I'm not going to the tea parties. I'm not doing it anymore. And if that's what you want to do, that's on you. You want to run up and down, drinking tea and drinking this and taking this pill and shaking that shake, that's up to you. That's up to you. If you rather beat the pavement all day long, hoping and praying that somebody says yes. Meanwhile, you can sit behind your computer, sit behind your cell phone, type up some things, make a video, post it to your blog, type up a couple words, learn some technical things, some little technical things that that will teach you, all online. 2 to 4 hours a day, 4 hours max. I mean, really, if you once you get it going, first you got to learn some things, right? You got to learn some things. You got to learn how to set up the link. You got to learn how to drive some traffic. You have to learn a couple of things. I'm not telling you that this is just going to be like, sit back, sipping coconut with your feet up in the sand. No, you have to work, right? You have to work because we expect you to blog. We expect you to drive traffic. We expect you to do those things, but only because we want you to succeed. That's it. It's not like, and because when you succeed, everybody succeeds. When I succeed, everybody succeeds. Right now, there's a compensation plan that's being put into effect right now. I was away in Florida. Orlando, Florida, in Disney World with our company. And this was just for people who made a commitment to come, right? And then I was a part of VIP Day, which are only the people who are considered leaders in the company, right? And we had a special day, and they told us that we are having a change in the compensation plan. So that means that the people that are making money now, right, making 6 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures a year, that means millionaires. We have lots of millionaires in our company, right? Lots of millionaires. Matter of fact, my mentor that you've probably seen me with, if you've been following me for any amount of time, my mentor, Tracy Walker, she's one of the millionaires in the company. She's my really good friend and mentor. So of course I follow in her footsteps, right? And if you were to get with me, you'll be following in my footsteps where I'm following in hers. You see how success leaves clues, right? I don't go out and doing things on my own. She don't go out doing things on her own, because who is her mentor? Her mentor is the owner of the company, David Wood. So he's a multiple 7-figure earner. She's a 7-figure earner. I'm trying to get to the 7-figure earner. If you want to be a 7-figure earner, we all work together as a community of people, as business owners. And this compensation plan is now being designed where everything that I do, right? And I work, right? So the people that I sign up, once you are a part of this, you will have been placed up underneath me, right? Up underneath me. So now, once you're underneath me, I can start placing my people that I sign up so that I can help you win. I'll start placing them underneath you, right? So this way, it just helps you out as a newcomer, and it helps you to become more enthusiastic to the point where you are already going to be making money, right? Just because I'm placing my people underneath you. But now you have an incentive to just keep driving that traffic to your site. That's it. You drive traffic either to your blog site or to a link that has a capture page. We only need 3 things in this business, in this company. We don't need to run outside. We don't need to do, it's great to go out, you don't want to just stick behind your computer. That's why I love going to Orlando, but now you have more freedom to do the things that you want to do, honestly. So we need 3 things: a lead capture page, a blog, and an autoresponder. That's it. And those 3 things can honestly make you a lot of money. See our income disclosure at www.empowernetwork.com/income. It can make you a lot of money. That's all I can say. And with the new compensation plan, more people are going to be making more money than ever before. And guys, right now we are in the midst of, I don't know if I want to say it's a revolution, or we're just in the midst of change. There is such a disparity between the rich and the poor, right? The poor right now is the working class. If you're working at your job, you are never going to be able to dig yourself out of the hole that you're in. You're just not. So why not do something different? Why not say, you know what? Maybe this is the opportunity that I've been waiting for. Remember that girl that I was telling you last night? Why is my computer making a noise? Remember the girl that I was talking to you about last night? Oh, I'm getting a business call. I'm going to have to wait. Remember the girl I was talking to you about last night? I can call her a girl. She's a grown woman. You know, and I told her, because she's been in other deals, and I said, listen to me, maybe you have gotten to this point for a reason. You've been in other deals. You never really made any money. Who wants to beat the pavement? Why not come here? Let me mentor you, right? Let me mentor you as my mentor mentors me, as her mentor mentors her. Matter of fact, her mentor, David Wood, mentors us all. He's an amazing person. And I mean, I'm not just saying that. Let me tell you, when I say that he's an amazing person, have you ever, listen to me, have you ever been in the room with the owner of a company? And I'm going to tell you this. I wonder if I could show you this. Maybe I'll put this in my email. Have you ever been in the same room? He's a multi-millionaire. We were in the same room, him, myself, my mentor, Tracy Walker, our team, our dream team. I was standing next to him. As I'm telling you this, I'm having like chills. He prayed with us. I was holding his hand, and he prayed a prayer, of champions. And he had my hand all going all over the place, right? Because he believes in this company, and he believes in people, right? So many people from so many companies. Like I said, I've been in other deals. But most people are just in it for the money for themselves. And David Wood is not. Last year, he said he made no money because he puts it all back into his business, and he gives money away, right? He gives it away. And that's what I like to do, right? You pay your tithes. Maybe you go to church, you pay your tithe. You just give, because the more you give, the more you receive. I believe that. And that's the kind of heart that he has. And if you ever meet him, right? If you sign up with me, you got to get to the events, because that's one of our commitments. We go to these events so that we can grow and so that we can learn more about ourselves, about the people in the company, and about this business. Because this is more than just a business. It's a movement, and it's a family of people who are moving in the same direction. There are other companies where there's a lot of cattiness going on with the women, and this one, this one got a big head because this one's earning more money and she don't want to do the call with this one, and that one needs to stay over there because they think none of that here. We even though we are all parts of different teams, I'm on a dream team. We have other teams. There is one lady, her name is Diva Rengia, and she started this Women of Bliss movement, right? And my thing is mompreneurs on a mission, where I work with moms that are striving to be entrepreneurs, right? So we have this camaraderie. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the clock because I have another call. We have this camaraderie that is bar none. I was in a mansion party with another leader in the company, and she has the unstoppable team. So even though we got the unstoppable team, we got the dream team, we got the Women of Bliss, we have discipline, we got all these different, it's like one body, right? Different parts. But we all work together. So you're never alone in this company. You're never alone in the business. I hear so many people say, well, my sponsor doesn't talk to me. I don't know who my sponsor is. Look, you click that link right now. There should be a link where you are. If there's not, go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.net. WorkwithdaniellekHowell.net. You will sign up with me for $17. I will be your sponsor. So you never have to think, oh my gosh, I don't know what my sponsor is. And I'm pretty sure you're on my email list. You get 100 emails from me a day, right? Like, why does girl stop bothering me, right? Because I love you and I believe in you. And I believe that everybody deserves an opportunity to be free. And this company is providing freedom for people. And if you've been looking to be free, like I said, I was in New York City. I was a teacher. You see my degree on the wall, right? But this degree means nothing. It means nothing. I didn't learn anything in school, but how to remember, autism behavior patterns and how to do ABA. I didn't learn anything. Anything concrete, anything that will teach me how to be a business person. I didn't learn that, right? I didn't learn any of it. And I went to school because that's what we are taught to do. We're taught to go to school, get a good job. Well, good job. I don't even know what a good job is anymore. To get a job, and you stay there until you retire. And hopefully you have enough money to retire, or you're not all broken down and sick from all the stress of all the years of working, that you now can enjoy your life at the age of 65. Is that a way to live? I didn't want that life. I didn't want it. I walked away from a city job. People said, "Are you crazy? Are you really?" Yes. You making that much money that you could walk? Don't worry about what I'm making, right? I'm not asking you for anything, right? Don't worry about what I'm making, because I know that I have everything that I need right here. I have my computer. I have the heart, right? And I have the capability to be coachable. And because of that, it has opened up incredible doors for me. And it was honestly the best decision that I've ever made. I'm able to take my kids back and forth to school. Meanwhile, before, I used to drop them off early in the morning because I had to be to work at the same time they had to be to work. I worked in a school, so they had to be to school at a certain time, and I had to be there at the same time that they had to be to school. I used to have to drop them off early in the morning, put them in after school, right? My son, 6 weeks old, he was in daycare. 6 weeks. He used to come home with somebody else's bottles, and it's like they don't care. They don't care. It's not their kid. They don't care, right? And the sickness that goes on in daycares, in the schools, and what can you do? I used to call out sick. My secretary would say, "Well, when my kids are sick, I don't call out." I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry, but that's you." My pay used to get docked, right? I used to get letters from the principal. One time I had to go to the principal's office. I'm a grown woman. I had to go to the principal's office because I had taken too many days off, because this is what I was willing to do for my kids. I was going on those school trips. I was doing it. I was going to the pizza party that they had during the day for Halloween or Christmas, whatever. I was going there, and it cost me. It cost me, some static at the job. I remember one time I was working in a building that had a pool underneath it. And I was working at this same job for 7 years, but I've never worked in this particular building. We had two buildings, right? So I had to work in this other building. And as soon as I stepped in there, I immediately got a headache. And I'm like, what is going on? Something's toxic in here, right? So I started talking to all the other people, all the other teachers and paras, and asking them, "Do you have a headache and sinus problem?" I mean, my sinuses were acting up, my head. So a couple people, "Yeah, it's the pool, it's the pool." I said, "Y'all been working here all this time, and y'all been working on top of a pool, and you've been feeling sick and not saying anything?" "Well, they're not going to do anything." I said, "Are you crazy?" So of course, I went right to the principal, the assistant principal, and I said, "You know what? I don't know what's going on here, but every time I step into that building, I'm getting a headache. My sinuses, like I feel dizzy, like something's not right in that building." So she's like, "Oh, well, we'll have the air tested, right? We'll have the air tested." So they tested the air. "Oh, the air is fine. The air is fine." How could the air be fine? There's mold growing around the windows, mold on the ceiling, but the air is fine. So these are the conditions that they subject us to be around, and not just us, the kids. These kids already had autism, but yet they have to be in a classroom that is filled with mold and chlorine from a pool. And they could come back and tell me, "Oh, the air is fine. You're over exaggerating." So, and I said, "Don't ever put me back in that building ever again. I'm never working back in that building." Of course, they didn't put me back there because I was a problem, right? They had to hold a meeting because a parent heard me saying about the pool. "Don't ever talk about, the pool." So they had to call the fire department and all this stuff. So, I kind of raised a stink at the job. And but it just told me that this is not what I want to do in my life. This is not where I want to be. I remember one time the unit coordinator, I had to go out to make a phone call on my prep. I went out to make a phone call on my prep. Now, a prep means you have free time. You can prep some work or whatever. But if you don't have any work to prep, you can pretty much do what you want. So I went outside and I made a phone call. And I come back in and she says, "Well, where were you?" I said, "I went out to make a phone call." She said, "You're not allowed to leave the building." Like, excuse me? Like, I can't leave the building. I'm a prisoner? Like, so it was just things like that. And I'm sure you've gone through something similar, whether it's a coworker, whether it's, a boss, a manager, assistant manager, somebody over you, right? Somebody that's more has more authority over you. And we all go through these things, but I'm not saying, quit your job because don't do that. Don't ever do that. Right? You want to have a plan. You want to have a plan. So, it's almost 1:00 here in Eastern Standard Time. So you probably see a link if you're on my page. You probably see a link. If not, you just need to type in www.workwithdaniellekHowell.net. You get started with me for only $17. It was been my pleasure talking with you guys today, and I'm really looking to help entrepreneurs around the world to become free. That is my message of freedom, and I'm so thankful that I found this company that speaks freedom from the rooftops, from the mountaintops, right? They speak freedom, and we don't just speak freedom, we live a life of freedom. And freedom first starts here mentally, right? You have to embrace it mentally and say that I'm going to be free. And then you step into that. And that's why our products, we teach you how to do that. I mean, there are no products ever on the face of the earth that will teach you what we teach you here inside of this Empower Network /iPass community, right? You will be on a personal development journey. If you're dealing with people in your life, in your family, there's going to be naysayers, people that are going to tell you you can't do it, you shouldn't do it. Why are you doing it? There's going to be people in your ears, in your mind, on your back. Tell them, get off my back. I'm fighting for my freedom. Our forefathers fought for their freedom, right? Whether you are an immigrant, whether your forefathers were slaves, whether they immigrated from other places, whatever, they fought for freedom. The runaway slaves, they fought, right? They fought, even if they died. But most of them probably did die, but a lot of them made it, and they fought and they fought. The immigrants, they came from other countries to come here for freedom. And now our freedom is literally being taken away. It's being taken away from the foods that we eat, from the water that we drink, from the television shows that we watch. So these things get embedded in your mind, and what happens is the fear creeps in. The fear of moving forward, the fear that you can't do it. This is all you have. You got to cling on to this. This is what I've known for so long. I got to cling on. No, you don't. Especially when you have a community of people that will embrace you and show you the way it's done. That event that I just went to was called Fight the Forces of Evil. Here's my lanyard here. It was called Fight the Force. I keep every event ticket, that I've ever been to. It was called Fight the Forces of Evil, right? And who are the forces of evil? The forces of evil are those people that tell you that you can't do it, that you shouldn't do it. I had so many people tell me, "What are you doing? You're giving up your 401k and your pension? Well, why? Why would you do that? Don't you know the government's supposed to take care of you? Don't you know that, when you reach a certain age, you get Social Security, You get Social Security. You know that, right? I don't want anybody's Social Security. I don't want any of that. I want my own security. And that's what I'm working towards. And that's what I'm teaching my children. Don't rely on anybody to secure your future. You rely on yourself. And this business is creating more millionaires in 1 year. David Wood's vision is to create 100 millionaires a year. He's already created 16 millionaires so far. So I'm going to be one of those millionaires. The question is, will you be one? And before I leave, I'm going to show you this video. Let me just share my screen. This is what you'll see on the other side once you get inside of Empower Network. So I hope you went to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.net, workwithdaniellekHowell.net, so that you can live your life of abundance and freedom. And if you are a mom, you'll be working very closely with me as I begin my Mompreneurs on a Mission initiative, and just be free as we're supposed to be. All right, so I just want you to watch this video really quickly. I hope you can see it.
I've been using this system now for 28 months and have generated more than $228,000 in income. This system has allowed me to have a complete lifestyle shift. You know, the cool thing is that because of this system and the way that it works, I'm able to do business from absolutely anywhere. As long as I have a laptop and an internet connection, I can continue forward in my business just working a couple hours a day.
I'm living my dream lifestyle now. This is what I've been dreaming about for so long, is to work from home, work on my own terms. I've made close to $200,000 with it in total commissions.
The residual income in itself is just amazing, especially when you're a mom and you have 2 children to look after. I'm actually at $3,400 now residual.
So that's Sarita. Oaks. The second lady, I don't really know her, but this her, I've taken many pictures with her, and she's from Australia. She travels a long way to get to our events, and she's created over 6 figures in her business in just 1 year.
Made a little over $750,000, which is documented. In our very first week, we made $1,500. Now, that wasn't exciting enough. Not that long after, we had a week we made $15,890 in 1 week. So exciting. And I think what I love about the system so much is that, you know, we're seeing success with absolutely brand new people just plugging into it and getting results as well. It's like nothing I've seen in the longest time.
I sent out.
So hear what she said, brand new people. That's the key, brand new people. And let me just show you right here. So this is Justin and Diva Rengia. This is the lady that started the Women of Bliss right here. This is my friend Tracy Walker. She's made over $1.3 million. Melissa and Kevin Connect. That's Sarita. Lawrence Tam. I mean, I know all these people. Silvio. These are just a brilliant, you know, not brilliant people, just making money. Like they're not any smarter than anybody else. They're just great people, like regular people, regular old people.
An email to my list, and within 24 hours of sending my email out, I suddenly had 48 people sign up just based on the brief video that they watched, and they're in, and that is so incredibly exciting.
My best spends was 50K. And what I'm really pursuing right now is to having minimum 100K a month.
My best month has been somewhere between $70,000 and $75,000 in a single month, and total income is somewhere I think about $1.3 million that I've generated in commissions just for myself, just for my family.
You know, I have one recommendation for anyone looking at this for the first time, and that is absolutely do not let this opportunity pass you by.
I want you to stop whatever you're doing and pay close attention to this. What I have to share with you today can have a direct impact on you and your bank account in just 30 days. If you stick around for just a few minutes, I promise you, you can leave this page with a $50,000 per month method, risk-free, guaranteed. Hi, my name is Paul Hutchings, and I'm not a guru. I'm just your average American. I'm 36 years old, and here's me with my wife, Corrine, and my 4 little boys, Caden, Camden, Kyson, and Cashton. I live very comfortably here in Blackfoot, Idaho, and I've been successfully running my own online business for about 5 years. Things are pretty good. I have no serious complaints because I pretty much have everything I need in life. I'm financially free, I have no debt, and quite frankly, I love what I do. I work for myself, I'm healthy, I have free time, I enjoy vacations with my family whenever and wherever I want. I may not be the richest man in the world, but I've achieved more than the American dream. I've not only achieved financial freedom, but I've found inner peace. But I won't lie, this didn't come until after I succeeded in business. Unfortunately, things weren't always like this for me. Just a few short years ago, I was living in a single-wide trailer house. I'd been jobless for about 6 months. I had a wife and 2 kids and a newborn baby to support. We had a few $100 a month coming in to live on, and our savings were dwindling fast. I'd been struggling to make money from home for 5 years, and despite my best efforts, I just couldn't seem to figure it out. To make matters worse, my wife came home in tears one day after taking our newborn baby to his 3-week checkup. He was diagnosed with a birth defect called craniosynostosis. That meant the bones in his head were fused together. The surgical procedure for this costs $50,000 at Primary Children's Hospital. I felt lost, alone, and scared. I needed a serious miracle to pull myself and my family out of the situation we were in. One night, after reading my two oldest boys their bedtime stories and watching them drift off to sleep, I sat there staring at their two little angelic faces and began to cry. It hit me that I was failing as a husband, a father, and a provider. I dropped to my knees next to my two sleeping boys and with tears streaming down my face, prayed to God for help. What happened next, I can only describe as a miracle. I was searching online for an answer to my problem and I saw an ad. I clicked it and began watching a video just like the one you're watching now.
All right, I just want to stop. You see how he said he was searching online? That is the key, guys. People search online to work from home. You probably searched online. I searched online because I wanted to quit my job and work from home. This is the key. So I hope you're grasping this. He searched online. How did he find it? Through somebody's link. When he searched, Google said, aha, we have the exact match for what you're looking for. And lo and behold, he came across what? This business. Now he's going on to make lots and lots of money. As a matter of fact, he tells his story on stage. I'm not going to play his whole video, but you know, if you want to hear more about his video, then get on the inside and you will hear his story as well as other stories. And then soon you will have your own story, right? You don't just want to hear other people's story. You're going to have your own success story. So with that being said, let me see if I can bring you back here. Where am I? With that being said, I'm going to wrap up this call. I'm so thankful that you guys came on. I don't even know where the link is right now. I lost you. Where is the, oh, here we go. Okay. So with that being said, this is what you want to do next. You want to either click the link. If you came on this webinar at the link onlinesuccessbiz.info, if you came on that link, that means you're watching this on a page. There's a link there. Click on that link, get started. If you're not on that page and you're watching this from anywhere else, you want to go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.net. That'll get you started for only $17 today. You will have access to that back office. That video is back there, as well as everything else that you need to succeed in this business. And with that comes me, my coaching, my team, my mentor, my mentorship, her mentor, David Wood. We hold hangouts, we have webinars, we have telephone calls, we have conference calls, we have it all. We have everything that you need to succeed. You are never alone in this business. So go click that link right now. Get started. I would love to have you on my team and have you work with me and show you exactly what we are doing to be free financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, you know, being physically home and just having the ball and, you know, just doing the things that people at work can't do. They just can't do it. And I mean, you know, of course you have to have your job for a while, right? And then you slowly, I would say at least, you know, about 3 months. And then once you see our income disclaimer, you know, but about 3 months is average. After you get in about 3 months, you could, you know, walk away from that job and do the things that you really want to do with your life. All right, guys, it's been Danielle K. Howell, and go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.net. I will see you around. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, you can do so. I'm on Facebook at Danielle K. Howell 1 with the number 1 behind it. You know, hopefully you're on my email list. I know you get lots of emails from me. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just passionate about what I do and what I have here and what I'm offering. And if it's not for you, then unsubscribe. There is an unsubscribe button there, but it is for you and you love hearing my message of freedom. You love hearing the things that I'm doing and how you can be a part. Then stop watching me from the outside and come on in on the inside. Okay. So click on that link if you are on the page where you see a link. Otherwise, go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.net and I will see you on the other side once you get in. All right, guys, have a good day. I will talk to you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.